Welcome to this episode of My Electric Earth. I became a little bit crazy because now I'm going with my Tesla again on a long distance trip. Normally I should do those long distance trips with aeroplanes or trains maybe, but now I choose to take my car.
The first day of the drive was long and we did several stops for charging. The Supercharger in Toftaholm was really unusual. It's not located at the service station next to a highway. Here you have to drive approximately 5 minutes off the highway out into the countryside to this beautiful place. The story says that Tesla was looking for a place in the area to locate the Supercharger, but the local authorities was very slow and bureaucratic. But the owner of this place offered Tesla to start build direct.
Autopilot is really helping. I know that from the beginning I was a little bit skeptical how it works, but when you're driving on long trips like this in the highway, it's actually relaxing to have this autopilot. You do different things. Either you drive the car yourself or you're monitoring the autopilot.
So you will have a variation in the tasks during the journey, so you will not be so tired. When monitoring the autopilot, you only have to give small, sensitive, very light resistance against autopilot steering in order to tell the computer in the car that you're still monitoring the driving. Otherwise, you will be reminded.
Okay, so we made it to our final destination for today, Landskrona.
Landskrona is located in the most south county of Sweden called Skåne. The city is located just on the coastline to the Öre Sound that is connecting the Baltic Sea with the Atlantic Ocean. Landskrona, with its population of approximately 33,000 inhabitants, is one of the few cities in Sweden with trolleybuses, so here they really know what electric buses means. So for places where the trolleybuses don't run, they have invested in fully electric battery buses from the Chinese manufacturer BYD. I talked with a driver of these BYD buses, and he said that the bus can drive for over 300 kilometers on one charge, and that is almost enough for a full day of driving with passengers. I had to charge my Tesla at a public charging point. It was free of charge. Unfortunately, this generosity by the owner of the charging station was abused by other EV owners, using it for a constant free parking, blocking the spots for EV drivers that need to charge. The Renault Zoe was not moved from the spot during all the time I stayed in the city. And it was already fully charged, ready to go the first day upon my arrival. After a few days it was time to start the return journey. This time I divided my trip in 2 days, stopping at my summer house, which is approximately halfway of the total journey of 650 kilometers. That's approximately 400 miles. While I was at my summer house, the Tesla app prompted me that I had a software update ready for my car. Of course, I installed it direct.
Okay, so today's journey is a journey to go to our home, but we will go navigate now to the first supercharging stop. And it will be here in this place called Enköping, where we will be having 30% left of the battery. And as you can see, we have navigated to this place right now, and since we just got the update with preheating the battery when navigating to Supercharger, we'll see how the car works and if it will be heating up the battery in an optimal temperature, so we will see some faster charging rate when we arrive to the Supercharger. So we reached the Supercharger and we had it in our destination, and now we'll see how fast, what speed we will come into, if it's optimal, the speed for charging, like promised in the latest update from Tesla. Okay, so it's ramping up now, let's see.
It's not bad at all comparing to the speed I got during previous charging stop the days before the update. Even several minutes later, still the speed was above 100 kilowatt. Of course, this was just one first-time test, and there was no scientific methods used to compare charging before this update came and after. But I got anyway a general feeling that it was working, and you got this higher charging speed comparing to what my previous experience have been.
Well, we came to the end of the episode, but before you leave I would like to tell you a little bit about the wall connector that I unboxed in my last episode. Now I have had an electrician here that have installed this, so I can charge my car really fast. I'm charging at a rate of 11 kilowatt, so it's charging 16 amps from 3 phases. If you have enjoyed this movie, please consider subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm also putting some suggestions of other episodes that you may be interested in watching, and until next time, have a great life.